welcome to the 2022 Tuner's Edge Drag Battle presented by Elite Auto House. In this episode, we are taking a look at the all-wheel drives. Evos usually reign supreme in this category, but lately we've seen more and more Euros hit the runway, and this year we saw some more twin-turbo V10s and another Audi RS3. The big question is, could one of them take the #1 spot from Ali's Executor Evo? Let's find out.
James's Evo 4 from Tony Rigoli Performance is a track hack with plenty of battle scars to prove it, but he brought it along to the Tuner's Edge drag battle for some fun, with Vince Rigoli also having a steer. The built 4G63 runs a Garrett GTX 3584 RS with a custom intercooler, GFB blow-off valve and an EMS ECU. It makes over 700 wheel horsepower, which is channeled through an X-Shift sequential transmission. Inside, it's all business with roll cage and digital dash. It was running circuit tyres, but was still a whole load of fun. Our next competitor is Mo's all-wheel drive K-swapped Honda Civic. On the exterior, there is a carbon bonnet and hatch and wide-body front guards to fit the Bellac billet wheels wrapped in drag radials front and rear. Inside, there is a roll cage, Recaro seats and custom trim. The full-size Motec dash and keypad modernises the interior, while the missing gear lever will confuse some, considering it still has a clutch pedal. The Civic uses an air-shifted sequential, hence the paddles behind the steering wheel. Pop the hood and you see what is the big drawcard of Mo's Civic, the masterpiece of an engine bay. Smoothed and painted, there is custom engineering work everywhere. The built K24 uses a pure fab exhaust manifold with twin turbo smart external wastegates to feed a precision 7675 turbocharger. There is a pure fab intercooler and skunk 2 inlet manifold. In the boot is the custom fuel setup and nitrous. It runs an M-Tron ECU with R35 coil packs, and the guys at B2R Motorsport have made over 1,000 horsepower at the hubs. Daniel's Audi RS3 Berserk was a highly anticipated entry due to having one of, if not the most serious mod list to an Audi RS3 in Australia. Built engine, precision 7675 turbocharger with turbo smart external wastegate, custom Garrett intercooler core and IROS inlet manifold, as well as a custom titanium intake. 999 Automotive have tuned the car to make 929 horsepower on 42 psi. This is why the car runs smaller wheelwood brakes to fit the 15-inch wheels wrapped in Nankang AR1s. Inside, it's all Audi RS3, but that isn't a bad thing. Daniel started on lower power of around 700 horsepower and crept up on it to set the car up and see how the drivetrain would cope. At every event, I always award the Motive Choice Award. And really, when there's an Audi RS3 here, could it go to anything else? It tells me apparently it's my favourite car in the whole world. But I tell you what, man, I've been looking forward to seeing this car run since we first got the entry of the photos. And man, Daniel has done it. Motive Video Choice for 2022. How you feeling, man? Good?
I'm feeling good. Thanks for that.
How trippy is this that your time matched my GTR exactly to 3 decimal places?
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I was keen to beat you. I can beat your time, hopefully. But yeah.
What happened on the last run? I saw that it was obviously a little bit too much power.
Too much sauce.
Too much sauce?
Too much sauce, yeah.
Car still good though?
Car's still good. I should have stayed in it just for giggles.
Mate, but all the way from Queensland, right?
Yeah, that's it. It was a good drive down, and I'm glad to be at this event.
Does the hype live up to the? Does it live up to the hype, Cootamundra, or what?
Yes, it definitely does. And I'll be back. I'll be back. Yep. Too
Awesome,
easy.
man.
Thank you very much.
Loved it.
Cheers. Thank you.
Our next competitor is Daniel's Evo 8 GSR 4G'd up, built and tuned by Benchmark Solutions, with shop owner Ben taking over driving duties. On the exterior, it has some subtle but effective mods. Evo 9 front bumper with lip, side skirt extensions, vortex generators and a vented bonnet. The Volk TE37s suit it to a T and are wrapped in a legit street tyre that can swing laps or head to the shops, the Yokohama Advan 8008. Inside them are upgraded rotors, pads and lines. Open the door and you are greeted by a custom trimmed interior with red stitching and aftermarket bucket seats. The full-size Motec digital dash is also a trick touch and modernises the interior. But what will really spin most out is the absence of a gear lever, replaced by a keypad, yet it still has a clutch pedal. Why? Because it runs a pneumatically paddle-shifted Hollinger 6-speed dog engagement sequential transmission. Say that 5 times fast. So it's technically still a manual, you just shift the paddles instead of a gear lever. Cool, huh? The rest of the driveline has also been upgraded, and it needs to thanks to the built 4G63 under the hood, capable of making well over 800 wheel horsepower. The built 2.15 stroker engine has all the fruit from cam cover to sump and is built for drivability and response. Something you might think is tough with a precision 7275 turbocharger on a forward-facing ETS exhaust manifold with turbo smart external wastegate. But a little bit of nitrous helps out if you're in a hurry. There is an ETS intercooler and a Hypertune inlet manifold with dual fuel rails and 8 injectors, done to help have good low-down drivability. Electronics-wise, there is R35 GTR coil packs and a Motec M150 ECU. One of the crowd and viewer favourites to watch go down Cootamundra Airport's runway is Joe Camilleri's Ford Territory. There is just something so entertaining about a soccer mum SUV smoking all 4 wheels and running mid-9s. The independent motorsport built Barra runs a Garrett GTX 5020R with turbo smart external wastegate, and the Haltech Elite plug-in ECU has been tuned to make 1500 horsepower via a built ZF transmission. Looking at a Ford Territory with Volk T37s is strangely quite cool, and they are 17s to clear the Brembo brakes and wrapped in M&H Racemaster drag radials. Hey mate.
How you going?
Good, how are you going?
Yeah, not too bad.
You seem to be addicted to this place. Why do you keep coming back here, mate? You just can't, we can't keep you away.
Oh, I just love the atmosphere here, it's awesome. Yeah.
Changes since last time? Anything on the car change? Anything different? Setup changes? What's happened?
No, pretty much the same. We ran a PB a few weeks ago, and then we took the auto out, and we're just having problems with the auto again now. It's not changing properly.
Is that what happened on that run?
Yeah, it's just flaring and just not doing the right thing.
How's the track so far? I mean, obviously we've got to get some temp in it, but how's the track?
Yeah, I've got no problem. All-wheel drive, mate. It's all good.
Next up, the infamous Koval, now co-owned by Dom Rigoli from TRP, as well as Michael Koval. The car has upset more GTRs than any other car at roll racing and is a giant killer with a massive reputation behind it. It looks relatively unassuming from the outside to most, but enthusiasts spot the aftermarket front bar, Ganador mirrors, and 15-inch Buddy Club wheels wrapped in Mickey Thompson drag radials. The interior is all business with fixed bucket seats, Nardi wheel, keypad and M-Tron digital dash. The Samsonite sequential shifter takes pride of place. Under the hood, there is no showing off. It's all business, with a TRP spec built 4G63 monster making north of 1,000 horsepower. It does this with a Precision 7675 turbocharger hanging off a Turbo 1 exhaust manifold with twin GFB 50mm external wastegates. There is a Greddy intercooler and Hypertune inlet manifold with dual fuel rails plus a little nitrous. How much? Yeah, we'll never know. And it's all controlled by an M-Tron KV8 ECU.
Our goal for the weekend is to try and break into the 8s. The PB for the car is a 9.0, so we're pretty close.
We were keen to see if Dom could pilot the Evo down the strip into the 8s, but it was discovered after the event that the car had a broken rocker, so was down slightly on power. Still, the ET was good and the mile per hour even better. Imagine if it didn't have a small mechanical issue on the day. Now into the 8-second zone, and the first of the 3 twin-turbo V10s from Precision Racing. Ashraf's Lamborghini Huracan being driven by Joe from Precision Racing. Precision Stage 2 turbo kit comprising of their own exhaust manifolds, Turbo Smart external wastegates and blow-off valves, Garrett GTX 35 turbos, and their own charge coolers and billet inlet manifold. Precision Racing's Motec package controls the V10 to the tune of nearly 1,400 horsepower. The transmission is stock except for the upgraded clutch cage and clutches. The engine cover makes this one a bit more stealth under the hood, but being a Lambo, everyone is looking anyway. The Bellac billet wheels wrapped in drag radials gives the game away to enthusiasts though. Inside, the yellow trim adds some pop, but you'd hope a Lamborghini interior would be good enough place to be out of the box. Hello mate.
How are ya?
How did that feel?
Not bad. Something happened in fourth. Not quite sure.
I figured that because it was only a 9.1 at 167.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So what's happening? Is the car's getting unsettled sometimes, or to give us some info?
So the transition from the concrete to the bitumen is unsettling the cars that are lowered. So both Huracans have been lowered, and it's just unsettling. So we had to take some power out of third, which is happening around that same time, and just to try and get them down the track. The R8 has the factory shocks and suspension in it, and it was smooth as silk, and that reflects in the times, the ET, because they've all got the same power. So yeah.
There was not one, but 2 twin-turbo Lamborghini Huracans at the 2022 Tuner's Edge drag battle. The white one, driven by Daniel Garrett, is very similar to the grey one, but ironically runs Precision turbos. Daniel Garrett, Precision turbos, get it? The Precision Racing twin turbo kit uses 6466s on a stock engine with Turbo Smart external wastegates, blow-off valves, and Precision Racing charge coolers and billet intake manifold. A Precision Racing upgraded fuel system and Motec ECU package sees the car make 1,400 horsepower. The dual clutch transmission is stock other than a clutch upgrade, and the car runs on Bellac billet wheels with drag radials to try and put the power down. How did that feel?
Awesome.
Jed, what do you think it was?
I'm hoping in the 8s.
8.7, bro, 176.
Woo! Quickest time ever I've done.
That is absolutely mental. 176, dude, that is... Wow.
That's awesome.
How'd it feel?
I was a bit sketchy getting near the end, and it felt a bit floaty, and I was like, I'm almost there, I'll just stay on it a bit longer. And yeah.
That's pretty good, man. Obviously, you guys must be pretty happy with that. That's actually right down towards the old V10 record that Aaron had in his green one. But the R8's gone 8.6, so yeah, that's pretty wild, man.
Got to give it to the Precision boys. They freaking killed on these kits.
So most important, you had fun all weekend, or what?
Oh yeah.
You'll be back?
Yeah.
Awesome, bro. The quickest all-wheel drive car at the 2022 Tuner's Edge Drag Battle, as well as the quickest outright and new Drag Battle record holder at Cootamundra Airport, was George's newly built twin-turbo Audi R8. The Audi R8 is often considered the more subtle, sensible, comfortable and daily drivable of the twin V10 supercars. Well, as subtle as a supercar can be anyway. George went the R8 option for that reason, but don't be fooled, this thing is a monster. Although still running the stock engine and gearbox with upgraded clutches, George opted for the Precision Racing Stage 4 turbo kit, which is capable of 2,000 horsepower in anticipation for when the motor is rebuilt and toughened up. The turbochargers in this kit are Precision 7675s with turbo smart external wastegates and blow-off valves, and the Precision Racing charge coolers and billet inlet manifold. The Precision Racing Motec package enables the stock engine to make 1,400 horsepower. Incredible stuff. The exterior is stock, but in black, the car looks unreal, matched with signature SV104 forged monoblock wheels, wrapped in drag radials and covering carbon ceramic brakes. The interior is Audi quality and luxury, so no need for any changes.
It's going to have a built motor and trans and drive shafts and so forth. But for this event now, we're just running around about 1,200 horsepower, still running cats, so we can't run it too high. And we're just going to see how it goes on the stock motor and trans. Hopefully in a month's time, the car will have the gear set in it and a built motor, and we'll see what it does there, hoping for about 2,000 horsepower. Yet again we meet.
Yeah, so you took out Ultimate Street Car.
Yes.
Guess what else you've done?
V10. No?
Quickest outright at Drag Battle. And quickest V10 as well, mate.
Well, I can say, yo, Adrian, we did it.
How's that feel, mate? That was the quickest car that's basically in Drag Battle. So,
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
obviously the GTRs are in their separate event, and yeah, for Drag Battle, quickest outright and quickest V10, mate.
Look, couldn't do it without the team back here, so maybe I could just bring him in for a tick.
Yeah, bring him in. Put your hands together, boys. You did it. Get him in, mate. Get your photos. Well done, mate. Congratulations once again.
A new outright record is always a great way to end an event. Congratulations to George and Precision Racing on the outright win, plus all of our category winners. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the two-wheel drive action from the 2022 Tuner's Edge Drag Battle. See you then.